Good morning. Welcome to the 11th Maths with Miss Live in London Summer Special. We have 4 more to go after today. So let's just start by saying hello. Thank you for keep on coming back. It's absolutely brilliant to have so many people involved each day. I might need Rose to go and do me a favour, because although we're not doing a card trick today, I did say I would explain how Monday's card trick worked. So we will go through that, but we've got a bit of a brain teaser today that Rose is going to help me with later. I'm just going to start by putting a reminder of the takeaway challenge, and then I'm going to run through that with you on the board. So if you're not watching this live, or if you've not seen this before, then pause it now and have a look at it. Sketch that grid out in your books. If you have done it, then I'm going to turn to the main screen now to show you the solution. Did you get the playing card screen? Thank you. Okay, so we're a little bit distracted this morning because we were trying to introduce you to our new dog, who's a rescue dog, so she gets a little bit scared sometimes, but she is absolutely adorable. So if we can, we're going to try and get her in here a little bit later, but let's focus on our challenge question first. So, whoops, hopefully you can see this all right. Let's bring it forward a little bit. All right with that? Okay, so I've put up loads of different grids yet. I'm not going to let you know how many I need to use, but let's have a little think about how this works. We want 2 lines of symmetry, okay? So my 2 lines of symmetry are going to be down the middle like this. Or, thank you very much, Rose, for getting the cards, across the centre like that, okay? I'm a bit wedged today, Rose. Let's move that so I can slide things backwards and forwards a little bit more easily. There we go. All right, so maybe if I put one here, well, to get a line of symmetry, I've got to have one here, and I've got to have one here, and I've got to have one here. So see how it helps by having those lines of symmetry drawn. I'm going to do the same here. Okay, so maybe I'll start here this time. Now I know to have my line of symmetry going this way, I've got to shade in this one. And to get my line of symmetry going this way, I've got to shade in this one. Excellent. So we've got our second solution. Let's try. So we've now covered these 2 squares. What about if I choose this square? Okay, remembering again our lines of symmetry. So it will be symmetrical this way. Well, it already is, that's fine. But to be symmetrical this way, I have to shade in this one. Excellent. And now I still need to shade in 2 more. Okay.
The bottom left.
I can't do that, because then I'll only have 1 line of symmetry. The only way I can get my 2 lines of symmetry is to do 4 in a row there. Okay. And now if you play around with any other combination here, I've put these up to trick you a little bit, to be honest. I'm not going to get Rose to try in this particular instance because it'd be a little bit cruel, because actually there are only 3 solutions. But you could, you know, we've started with these 3. You could start with that 4, that one, but then you'd still end up with only getting this row here. Okay, so there are actually only 3 solutions. This was a little bit tricky, a little bit of a red herring there, to see if you might think there were more solutions. But the trick is drawing out that line of symmetry before you start. And then you can pick any square you like, and then you can match it going this way, match it going that way. And you can see that there are 3 solutions. Very good. Now, I promised you I'd go through that magic trick, our maths magic trick from Monday. So let me just grab our table. Here, our magician's table. And the cards, please, Rose.
All right, what are we going to do?
Well, we're just going to demonstrate how our trick works that we did on Monday. So if you remember, we had 5 cards, yeah?
And we gave them the clue.
So I'm going to we gave you the clue that the
Should I
first
guess?
card, well, we're not going to run it again, because if you want to watch it on Monday, it was about 27 to 30 minutes, okay? So you don't have to watch the whole video, you can fast forward to 27 minutes. So, 5 cards. I'm going to show you how it works now. All right, it's a little bit tricky. So I'm just going to take the first 5 cards because it doesn't really matter what they are. In fact, it's going to be easier.
Should I not look?
No, because we're not doing it as a trick sweetness, it's fine. Okay, so those are our 5 cards. Now remember I said that if you have 5 cards, you're guaranteed that 2 cards are the same suit.
So you've got the 2 diamonds.
So we've got 2 diamonds here. We've got the 3
and the 6.
And the 6 of diamonds.
So that means your secret card would be the 6.
That's right, okay?
And the first card you
You've
put down
got no
would be
head,
the 3.
Rose, by the way. Your head's disappeared.
I'm nearly headless now.
Right, so our first card is the 3. Hopefully you can see that.
Because then you know that it is a diamond.
That's right. So now you know that the secret card is a diamond, but you don't yet know which one it is. And this is where it gets really tricky. I've got 3 cards here. I'm going to put them in order.
So add 3.
1 second. I'm going to put them in order, see? Low, medium, high. Right, low, medium, high means add 1. Low.
High, medium means add 2.
High, medium is a code to add 2. Okay?
Medium, low, high
is a code to add
3.
3.
So that means that's the order you have to do.
Okay. All right, hold on. I'm going to keep going. Medium, high, low means add
4.
Okay. And then finally, high
low, medium is add 5, and high, medium, low is add 6.
Okay. All right. So we want to add 3,
So
don't we?
medium, low, high.
Brilliant. So we do medium, low, high. I put them out in order so I know that it's a diamond. Medium, low, high means that you've got to add on 3. So Rose now knows
the 6 of diamonds.
that it's the 6 of diamonds. So that's how it works. I'm just going to explain that very, very quickly on the board.
Okay, I'll have. Should I run? Should I ready?
Yes, please. Okay, so just very quickly. Actually, Rose, put it here so I can do this side first. Thank you. Right, okay, so our maths trick for Monday. Okay, so low, medium, high, add 1. Low, high, medium, add 2. Okay, medium, low, high, add 3. Medium, high, low, add 4. High, low, medium, add 5. And finally, high, medium, low, add 6. Okay, and you never need to add more than 6. I'll explain that in a second. Remember, the first card tells you the suit. So there's 2 more things that you need to know. Okay, the first thing is if you end up with 2 cards the same, all right, so when you're putting out your 3 cards, you've got 2 cards the same. How do you know which one's low or medium high out of those 2 cards? Okay, so the way you do this is that you do it alphabetically. So you do clubs, diamonds, hearts, and spades. Okay, so clubs, diamonds, hearts. Oh, I'm terrible at drawing it. How do I do this one? Looks like that, isn't it?
No,
and spades.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. All right. So that's the order. So if I was doing this low, medium, for example, the club comes before the spade. You just do it alphabetically. So that's the first thing you need to know. And the second thing you need to know is if you were going from, need an example now, from a queen, can you do that? From a queen to a 4, yeah? You can't go from a 4 to a queen because you've got to count on more than 6, and we've only got this rule up to 6 cards. So if you're going from a queen to a 4, you use kind of like the face of a clock. Here's your queen, king, ace, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Jack, whoops, Jack, not 11, Jack, yeah? Okay, so to get from queen to 4, you would add on, you always go clockwise, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yeah.
Well done. So you'd add on 5, which is high, low, medium. Now that sounds really complicated. I'm going to set it out actually in a separate video that I'm going to record so you can watch it all in one go. But it's a brilliant trick, and if you practice, and I can see why Chloe is confused, it takes a little bit of practice. The easiest way to do it actually is to watch this back again with a pack of cards in front of you and to try out a few different scenarios. Okay, but I am going to record a little standalone video just on this magic trick for you. Right, let's move on. So enough talking from me. I'll get you started with your 30 questions and then we'll do our shout outs after that. Right, some music. Let's get going. Okay, part 1. You've got your phone for the time. 30 seconds remaining. And part 2. about 20 seconds. Part 3. We've got about 30 seconds remaining. Okay, time's up. Right, let's go through our answers. Firstly, to part 1, we have question 1, 11, question 2, 15, question 3, 17, question 4, 31 minutes, question 5 is 3, question 6 is 6, question 7 is 72, question 8 is 13,552, question 9 is 7,925, and question 10 is 17.42. Right, part 2. We have question 1 is 72, question 2 is 7, question 3 is 20, question 4 is 9, question 5 is 6, question 6 is 9, question 7 is 8, question 8 we can write as 26 over 1000 or 13 over 500. Question 9 is 90.73 and question 10 is 10. We are nearly there, part 3. Oh, excellent, part 3 coming up. Close the door, sweetie. Okay, so we have part 3. Question 1 is 9, question 2 is 8:27 p.m. Question 3, you must say the p.m. to get the mark. Question 3 is 42, question 4 is 16, question 5 is 9, question 6 is 10, question 7 is -2, question 8, rounding to 2 decimal places gives us 1.28, and rounding to 2 significant figures gives us 1.3. Finally, 9/10 of 30 is 27. Now we have a little bit of news before we go any further. So I'm thinking I'm going to bring the laptop to Harper rather than Harper to the laptop. Let's see if we can find. Can you see Harper? Good girl. Good girl. So this is our little rescue dog. She's absolutely perfect. She is 6. We think she's about 6 months old. We don't know exactly how old she is. And yeah, we're just getting used to her. We've had her for just about 2 weeks. And I think you will agree, well, you can't see her now, you can just see Rose's head. She is absolutely perfect, aren't you? Are you perfect, Sausage? Are you perfect?
Papa,
Right,
Papa,
so
sit.
hopefully
Sit, Papa.
she will make...
Yeah, look, Mummy, she's sitting.
There we go. Can you see?
She's sitting.
There we go. So yes, we're a little bit smitten, to be honest. A little bit distracted with the maths because we keep looking at the cute puppy. But she is absolutely gorgeous. Chloe said she's massive. That's because she's not a little tiny puppy. She's 6 months old. She's already quite big. And Chloe got 22. Jathajan got 30. Excellent. Brilliant results coming in there. And let's do our shout outs and then we will start with the first challenge question of the day. So my shout outs go to Jamie, Grace, Sarah, Anna, Amy, Sophie, Matada, Jathajan, Rose, Betty, Aliha, Alex, Chloe, Izzy and Ben. So good morning to all of you. Right, let's get started. Let's get a little bit of music going. Let's hope that doesn't scare Harper. And give you your first challenge question. Here we go. Say hello. Say hello. Can you say hello? Say hello. Say hello. Good, is it? Right, let me go. Go on then. Good girl. How are you getting on? Right. I'm not going to give you the full answer yet. Remember, you can pause it if you want to spend a little bit more time on it. But I thought I'd just show you how to set it out first and then give you a tiny little bit more time. So the first thing I always do with a question like this, thank you, Rose. The first thing I do with a question like this is I just write out the key information and then I can tick it off as I use those bits of information, make sure I've not missed anything, make sure I've actually answered the question when we get to the end. All right, so game costs £26. I've got 5p's, 10p's and 50p's. This is the ratio. This is the important element of this question. It's a ratio question. I've got 120 coins in total. How much more have I got to save to be able to afford my game? Bless you. So, important thing in ratio questions is how you set it out. So we always put a little heading on top of our ratio. Instead of just writing 2, 5, 1, we say what it is, okay? So the 2 represents the 5p, the 5 represents the 10p, and the 1 represents the 50p, okay? Really, really important. Otherwise, you might get the wrong, well, you get it in the wrong order and you lose the marks, right? Okay, next bit of a ratio is you want to know how many parts you've got in your ratio. You've got 2 parts here, 5 parts here, and 1 part here. So in total, you have got 8 parts in your ratio. But you haven't got 8 coins. You've got 120 coins. All right, so that's how many coins you'd have if you had 8 coins. But you don't have 8 coins, you have 120 coins. So I'm just going to give you a few more seconds to see if you can finish the question off. Okay. Now remember, please pause it if you need more time. Okay, it's not a race. These questions are not races, they're challenge questions. I would spend much longer on these questions if I was doing it in a classroom environment. Okay, so I need to get from 8 to 120. Now, some of you might be able to see that if I do 8 multiplied by 15, I get to 120. If you can't see that, just break it up in smaller amounts. So maybe you could do 8 multiplied by 5 gives you 40, and then 40 multiplied by 3 gives you 120, okay? I'm going to go straight in with the multiplying by 15, okay? Just for speed. So I know that, so now I've got to do exactly the same on this side. I've got to multiply everything by 15. So I've got 2 multiplied by 15 is, yeah?
5 times 15. That's it.
Okay, do 1 times 15.
1 times 15 is 50.
Okay, what's 5 times 15? If you don't know, here's a trick. What's 10 times 15?
Well, I did my 15 times 15.
Yeah, but don't worry. What's 10 times 15?
150.
Okay, and what's
So
half?
75.
Brilliant. Okay, so a little trick, I think I might have mentioned this before, to multiply by 5, multiply by 10, and then divide by 2. Okay, makes it much easier than trying to multiply by 5. So now we know that we have 30. Remember, now these titles are becoming really valuable. 30 5p's. We have 75 10p's. 15 50p's, yeah? All right. We've got to work out how much that is now, don't we? So 30, I'm working in pence at the moment, we can convert to pounds later. 30 multiplied by 5, 75 multiplied by 10, and 15 multiplied by 50. So 30 multiplied by 5, remember, multiply by 10 and then divide by 2. 75, well, that's nice and easy. What's that one?
75. And that's oh, that's easy.
Okay, and then finally, again with this one, 50 multiplied by 100 you could do, and then halve it to give you 750 again. So if we add all these together,
You've got 2 750s.
I know, that's weird, isn't it? You wouldn't think that. And again, I've just kept the unit there for now, just so I know I'm dealing in pence, not pounds.
£16. But
16, right, brilliant. So now we need to convert it. So 1,650 pence
it's £16.
is £16.50.
Wait, but the laptop.
The game, well, that's it, and that's the important bit, which is, remember when I said tick off the information you've used. We haven't actually answered the question yet.
10.
And we would lose a mark. We would lose a mark if we didn't answer the question. So,
Wait,
last little bit of the question.
£9.50.
Well done. So £26. Subtract £16.50. It's going to. I'm not going to do all the payments there. We have to save a further £9.50. Okay, right. I seem to have taken rather a lot of time, but we have got Rose's fabulous trick to do. So let's get going on that. We obviously got a little bit distracted with the dog, didn't we? Right, I just have a little read of this, and then we're going to do this trick. We're going to see how we get on. Okay, so just sketch out a couple of those pyramids in your book. And what I want you to do, I'm going to tell you in a second what to do, but just if you could just sketch out a couple of those pyramids to start with, that's fine. And I'm going to sketch out, I'm just going to do one on my board, I think, because I haven't got very much time. That's fine, I wouldn't worry about it. Don't worry about cleaning anymore, that's fine. Rose. All right, so I'm just sketching mine on the board. Okay, now this is a little bit like some of those magic tricks we've been doing with the cards. So we have an addition pyramid here, and I'm gonna ask Rose to pick a number here
Between 1 and 10.
Yeah, and to do that, she's going to use the cards so that you know it's a random number. We're not cheating or tricking.
Shuffle.
Okay. So actually, it could be up to 13, couldn't it? If Jack is 11 and Queen is 12 and King is 13, and then
Random card chosen. Ace.
Oh right, so I got a 1. That's quite easy, isn't
Should
it?
we choose another one?
No, that's fine. We'll go with 1 first. Now I'm going to tell you that the top of my column, when I've done all my calculations, is going to be, so 1 is going to be, Rose thinks it's going to be, let's not write equals. So 1 gives us 24. Okay. Ooh, how did we do that so quickly? Pick another card, Rose. You need to hold your card up so people know you're not cheating.
Okay.
All right, give me a card and I'll hold it up. Okay, we've got a 6 this time.
Okay.
There's 6 here. What would we get here? Right, Rose is going to work. I'm going to work it out on the board. So I'm going to do 6 plus 5 is 11, plus 5 is 16. 6 plus 11 is 17. 11 plus 16 is 27, and 17 plus 27 is 44. Did you get that, Rose?
Oh, no.
No. Okay. So we need to work a little bit quicker, I think. And we're going to see. So now you know how it works, yeah? That's how you draw it out.
Now
to make your addition.
No,
I want another number. Give me another number.
Okay, random pick is 4.
Okay, so I'm going to tell you if that number is 4, the answer is going to be 36. Okay, now this works much better in a classroom because people go, wow, how did you do that? That's impossible. And I could even say, let's make it harder.
16.
Let's make number this, what do you want to make it? 16. Okay, and I'm going to say 16 maps to 84. Okay, so 16 plus 5 gives us 21, plus 5 gives us 26, 16 plus 21 gives us 37. 21 plus 26 gives us 47. And 37 plus 47 gives us 84. Now, how are we doing it so quickly? How are we doing it so quickly? I wonder if somebody could put a number, maybe a number between 1 and 50. Could someone pop a number between 1 and 100? Pop a number in the chat for me. Can someone pop a number, any number between 1 and 50 or 1 and 100 if you want to really challenge me? And I'm going to see if I can do it really, really 89. Quickly in my head. Have I got a number? 89.
Oh, I just said that.
All right. Oh, then let me see if there's a number in the chat.
Numbers 47,
37 and 47.
96, 27.
All right, hold on. All right. So 37, this is a bit more of a challenge, isn't it?
89.
Shush, 37.
5,000.
Shush. I think it's 148. I'm feeling the pressure now. I can't do maths and think at the same time. Okay, 47. I'm thinking would give me shush Rose, please. 94. I'm thinking that would be. You see, I've gone wrong. I think that's 168, and I think that's
2.
Okay, let's see if I'm right. A little bit of pressure, and you gave me mean numbers. You could have given me 11 or something like that.
27.
All right. Well, anyway, all right. 27. 27 would be.
Why are you obsessed with 7?
I don't know. Lots of obviously they think those are tricky numbers.
37.
So I don't think that's right. I'm struggling. I'm going to blame it on the heat. It's very, very hot today.
Very
right. 30, so let's see if any of these work. 37 plus 5 is 42, plus 5 is 47. 37 plus 42 gives us 79, and that gives us 89. 79 plus 89, let's have a go. That's 15168. Is that right?
Yes!
Yes, we did it. Right, okay, let's do another one. What was the next one? 47.
Yeah. 47 and then 20.
And then I'm going to show you the technique, and then I'll finish off with our dingbats. Right, 47. All right, 47. I'm adding 5. That gives me 51. I'm adding another 5. That's 2. That gives me 57. Okay, and then I've got 99 here, and I've got 109 here. If I add those together, I do indeed get 208. Despite the heat, my brain is still functioning just about. Now I'm going to show you how it works, okay? Because whilst you do have to do your maths quite quickly, and this is what I was saying to Rose this morning, if you can practice your 4 times table, that's actually all you need. And remember, with those big numbers like 37 and 47, for your 4 times table, you can double the number and then double it again, and then that is the equivalent of multiplying by 4. So let's go back to here, and let's go back to, should we do 27, because we didn't do that one. All right, so my starting number is 27. Let's see what happens. 27. Now I've got, in this box, 27 plus 5. And in this box, I've got 27 plus 10. Yeah? I'm going to add these two together. I've now got a 27 plus a 27 plus a 5. In this box, I've got a 27 plus a 27 plus a 5 and a 10. It's going to give me 15. Make sense? You with me? When I go to the top box, let's make it a bit bigger. I've now got 27 plus 27 plus 27 plus 27, and then I'm adding my 5 and my 15. And I'm writing it that way for a reason. I'm going to very, very quickly show you. It's algebraically as well. I'm really sorry because we're running massively running out of time, aren't we? So let's have a look and see what you've got. You have got 4 lots. Remember I said it had something to do with your 4 times table. So you're doing 27 multiplied by 4, and then you're adding 20. Okay, but I'm just going to get you, sorry, just bear with me for 1 quick second. You know, you can always pause at any time you need to, because we always want to understand why algebra using letters to represent numbers is so important in maths, particularly when lots of people find it really hard. Okay, so I asked you to pick numbers and we wrote them in, but actually it didn't matter what number you chose. The way of calculating the solution is always the same. So I'm going to use a letter now to represent my number. I'm going to use X,
Y, or R for rows.
Indeed, X, Y, or R for rows. Okay. So let's have a look. It might look a bit more straightforward if we do this. So now I've got X plus 5. So I've got 2X plus 5. I've got X plus 5 plus 10.
So X, 10.
2X plus
15.
And finally 2X plus 2X is 4X. And 5 plus 15 is 20. So the reason, yeah, go on, say it.
And then we add 20.
Exactly. You multiply it by 4. 1 times 4 is 4. Add 20 is 24. 6 fours are 24. Add 20 is 44. 4 fours are 16. Add 20 is 36. 16 times 4 is 64. Add 4 is 64. These are where it got a bit harder for me. 37 times 4. So I doubled 37 to get 74. And then I doubled 74 to get 148. And then I added 20 to get 168. And similarly for these two. So there you go. So there's still some maths involved. But if you get someone to choose a number between 1 and 10, then you can do your 4 times table in your head and then just add on 20. I'm really conscious of the time. I've massively overrun, but these are big questions that we spend, you know, half a lesson discussing, and I'm fast forwarding them through. So let's do our dingbats quickly. Rose has got the dingbats ready. Oh, brilliant. Thank you, Rose. Here's your first dingbats. We got it. Let's have a look in the chat. Excellent, guys. Square root. Well done. Okay, your second one. Whoa, got too far. Well done. Well done.
Sorry.
That's okay. Yep.
I got it.
Pause if you don't want to know. Rose is going to shout it out.
Triangular numbers.
Triangular numbers, okay. And here, oh, well done. Oh, no, that was Rose. Rose has just put it in. Right, okay, and here is your takeaway challenge for the day. It's going to take you a little bit of time to read through it. And I've put in this box here, if I can just show you, this box here, okay, is an example. So you've given 4 numbers, and you've got to use those 4 numbers in any order, any way. You can use addition, subtraction, multiplication, and or division. Mix it all up. You can use brackets. Make sure you follow your order of operations. And you've got to get these 4 numbers to have a calculation that results in the answer of 36. Same for these 4 numbers. Okay. These first 3 aren't too bad. They get a little bit harder as you get to the second lot of 3. So have a go at those, and I will See you on Friday. Thank you again. Have a wonderful week. Bye-bye.